Hi, my name's Ava, and I write under A.K. Michaels. I've got 6 series out at the moment, and I started it all off with Defender's Blood, Alex's Destiny as part of my therapy. I've got OCD and anxiety issues, and although my therapist keeps using the word unique, I tend to think of myself as a tad weird. But I now embrace my weird instead of trying to fight it and conform to society's normal. My brain is always working overtime, formulating plots, characters, and new worlds to write about. I write paranormal because it gives me the opportunity to let my imagination run wild without the constraints placed on human-only stories. After Defenders, I started on 2 different series, Sabrinas Vampire and also The Witch, the Wolf and the Vampire series. Sabrinas is a very erotic series of books, with book 1 being novella size and more on the erotica side. In other words, it is hot. It follows disgraced undercover cop Sabrina when she goes on a trip to Vegas where she meets Kyle, who just happens to be a vampire. He saves her from a very difficult situation, and their attraction is immediate and intense. The Witch, the Wolf and the Vampire series is about a runaway young witch, Perry, and her journey to escape her awful past. She's only trying to survive, but when she comes in contact with an ancient vampire, Joseph, and his sidekick, who's a cheeky wolf, her life changes dramatically. She begins to think that she may have a shot at happiness and security. This series won several awards, of which I am extremely proud. I love The Witch, the Wolf and the Vampire. After Perry's story, I started on Supernatural Enforcement Bureau, which has some crossover with The Witch, the Wolf and the Vampire, as the lead male character, Ronan, is actually the progeny of Joseph. When Ronan is tasked with finding and keeping safe a dragon shifter, he is more than shocked. After all, he thought they were a myth. But when he catches his first glimpse of the dragon, it changes him forever. What follows is a lot of suspense, action and love that neither he nor the dragon shifter star ever thought possible. I absolutely loved writing all of these, but every time I managed to write a story, another one pops into my head. And the next one was about a billionaire businessman who had a secret. He was a wolf. A wolf that had left his pack due to conflict with his father. Cameron Sinclair knew if he stayed there'd be bloodshed, and he didn't want that for his mother, brother or the pack. So he leaves, builds a huge corporation and stays away from the pack as much as he can with his best friend Jinx at his side. When he's summoned back and he has a choice to make, become alpha of the Highland pack or go to help his uncle's pack in the US, he makes the only decision he thinks is open to him. He goes to the US because there's no way in hell he's ever going to be alpha. He has no idea what's in store for him, and he soon finds himself knee-deep in trouble from a rival pack. So, he has to either step up or ship out. What does he do? Well, you've got to read Highland Wolf Clan series to find out, peeps. All I'll say is that the path is neither smooth or without danger for anyone. I have to admit I have huge soft spots for this series and the characters. I absolutely adore my Highland Wolves, and writing the scenes where Cam has to do the alpha's dance are some of my favourites ever. Think very hot and sexy Highlander wearing only his kilt. Throw in a set of flaming swords on the ground and Highland dancing with a wolf's agility. Hot in more ways than one. As I started Highland Wolf Clan, a new series popped into my head, but I wanted to get Highland done first. However, the new series characters just would not shut up, so I had to pause on Highland to get the first book in the Black Rose Chronicles written. The main character is a female hybrid kick-ass assassin. Rose is half witch, half wolf, in a world that's been ravaged by an interspecies war that's devastated large parts of the world, and where witches have been hunted to near extinction due to an old prophecy. But are the details of the prophecy true? Or have they been changed and distorted so much that the truth has been lost? Rose has a hard life in an even harder world, and her latest assignment will only make everything more difficult for her. That's if she manages to escape with her life. Dang, I loved writing this story. I've loved Rose since the moment she popped into my head and wouldn't shut up. She's a fiery, feisty and independent young woman who doesn't take any nonsense from anyone. She doesn't have to, because she's such a badass that she can deal with just about anything and anyone. But can she tackle a very powerful demon and his cohorts? Guess you'll have to read the Black Rose Chronicles, Deceit and Lies to find out. Now, I've got to get back to writing, because Rose is still screaming in my brain, and I need to get the next book in her story done. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this little insight, and I hope you can come and chat on Facebook or Twitter. And remember, folks, embrace your weird. Have a fabulous day wherever you are in this crazy world. Live, love, read. Bye.